Hello and welcome to Entrances with Explosions, Episode 1. I wish we were starting off with a better Raw. This is a wrestling podcast, so if you don't like wrestling, you're going to type in, it's fake. First of all, so is every television show.
Ta-da.
Barney Stinson does not really have sex with a bunch of women. In fact, he's gay.
Kind of has a son. Hangs out with Elton John. It was a real thing.
Yeah, I know. Okay. But yes.
Well, we did start off with a good Raw. The way they started it off was great.
Alright, let's jump right in this. Today is Monday, October 10th when we're recording this, so let's review Monday Night Raw.
It was good. Then it turned great. Then Johnny Ace came. And then came the thunder. And then came the rain. And then came the sun. Quick question. Why is Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, Cody Rhodes, and Christian in a tag team now? Did they make a mention of that?
Let's start off with the beginning of the show. Beginning of the show started off with a recap of the ending of Raw with the vote of confidence, which didn't have basically two of your biggest players in it, which was Cena and CM Punk. So Triple H came out and he did his whole I'm going to stay routine. Then the Boy Scout, John Cena, came out. Said he's staying. Sheamus, for some reason, said he was staying.
He's a face.
And then CM Punk said he was staying because
he started it.
He started it, but he was also saying that his contract was up. He didn't walk out of his contract. And saying that he has kind of this anti-hero thing with him has been going on with his, he has a code of ethics. He's just not always going to play by everyone's rules. He's going to play by his own rules. So he's kind of the anti-hero of Raw now. And then Triple H said he's going to be a ref, and then Cena and Sheamus had a match with CM Punk on commentary.
Which was funny.
Dude made a reference to like the announcers of even before Bobby the Brain Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon.
Instantly lost my mind.
And then No Chance in Hell started playing. Which
that's when he knew it just shattered everything. The kayfabe got shattered. And you're like, oh, here we go.
So, what ends up happening is Triple H gets fired by the guy who he fired. And then the guy who takes over...
Which was funny. He actually used the actual line that Triple H said to him.
And then the new GM of Raw, because we got rid of the computer, because we didn't know who the computer was.
That kind of fell through. Good old Johnny Ace.
John Laurinaitis.
The man who needs a throat lotion.
Because he sucks so many penis because he's a tranny on the weekends. John Laurinaitis. And then...
He's a bigger penis in China. Oh God. Doesn't bench press much though.
And then...
For some reason, Gemma comes by. Which I agree with you, what you said earlier while we were watching this. That the faces should have stayed out there.
That was my big problem, number one, is that you have this big thing that you know Johnny Ace is cast as a heel. Why didn't the faces stay out? Well, hell, it would have meant something even more if Cena said, you know what? Screw this. I'm outside. I'm protesting. And then you would have Punk basically making fun of him for like changing with it. I don't know.
And then there goes your merchandise sales. Even though they basically forgot what happened an hour ago with them walking out, and we're like, oh, let's cheer for them now.
Yeah, as soon as John Morrison came out,
they didn't give him fireworks.
They didn't give fireworks.
They were booming fireworks.
But everyone was cheering for freaking John Morrison. John Morrison. I can't even remember this match.
The match ended with Gemma landing on his feet after a shooting star press. Missing his cue after he knocked Cody Rhodes. Either that or Jack Swagger just didn't get up on the apron in time. He ran over and Christian speared him and pinned him. And then everybody hit their finisher on him.
Yeah, here's the part that I was confused on. Not only that, but Christian came out with Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, and Jack Swagger.
When did they all become a faction? Was there something that we missed on SmackDown? Or?
I don't know.
I mean, if there was, let us know.
I got things to do on a Friday night. I don't watch SmackDown.
Well, yeah, I had the whole, fun time on that. But yeah, if you guys comment on this, let us know. Maybe we missed something.
Are they finally making it so you have to watch SmackDown?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, Bragging Rights is coming up. You have to.
Okay, then I'll start watching SmackDown, but I'll DVR that stuff. Like I said, I got things to do on a Friday.
Yeah. Even though it's Tape Tuesday. But no biggie.
I don't have
to do the whole.
It's playing on Friday, so.
It's live! It was live Tuesday. So then what happened?
Mark Henry came out for a promo.
For some reason, Randy Orton channeled Undertaker and was able to talk off
You're
screen.
jumping over stuff so much. What happened was there was a promo tape about the Hall of Pain, which further scares me.
Which is exactly why I'm jumping over that. It sucked. It was stupid. It made no friggin' sense. Why?
Just stop. You know what? I'll tell you right now. We're still watching the end of Raw because I really don't care about. Well, Michael Cole has made me want to mute this because I cannot stand him. All right, so we have the Hall of Pain thing. Apparently, Big Show wants to go after.
Yeah, he had the injury in that, and I mean it was I'll give them props. It was a well put together promo after the whole Mark Henry speech thing.
Yeah. And then for some reason we have Randy Orton versus Mark Henry.
Yeah, was in there Undertaker. I didn't get that. I didn't get him talking off screen. I really didn't. Hey, it's my destiny. No, it's your destiny. It's my revenge. I don't get it. And then he's still lost.
I don't even remember that match. This
Cody
might sound
Rhodes.
unprofessional, but this role has been so unforgettable. We're still watching it, and I still have I can't remember a single thing we watched. And that's how you know a game, the movie or game or anything is bad, when it leaves no lasting impersonation on you.
Well,
I remember the beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm. With that match, Randy Orton.
I remember the matches, but I don't remember anything.
For some reason, Cody Rhodes was out there again. I'm still trying to figure that out as well.
I think what's happening now is that they're trying to make the Intercontinental title seem like it's important again.
Well, they gave them the classic one, which I love.
Yes. So they're going to have somebody who's usually a heavyweight title champion, Randy Orton, feud with Cody Rhodes. I think that's what the beginning of that was.
Mm-hmm.
And with the television feud that has been now continued on Z Long Island Story with Ryder and they're trying to add some more substance to the other belts.
Yeah.
That's why they're actually trying to make tag teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. They can have a match.
Oh, we'll get the air boom later on. Oh, man. But, yeah, Cody Rhodes is out there. He ran distraction. Randy Orton focused on him. Got hit with the, whatever that's called now, House of Pain. Or is this still World's Strongest Slam?
World's Strongest Slam.
World's Strongest Slam, yeah. And
then Mark Henry went for a pin even though the match was over by DQ.
Yeah.
Which was hilarious.
Oh no, he was marking his territory. So then Cody Rhodes hits Crossroads, bags him, cuts a very Johnny Ace.
He says something. He says, when you cut out the head of this viper, the rest of the
poison, yeah, the venom goes too.
And
mwah ha 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 ha, put a bag on his head. Hey, would you like a check with your bag? Or do you want
a receipt for
your bag? Yeah.
And then
Randy Orton sat there.
No, he actually sold.
Mm.
He was laying down there for a while.
Yep.
So that happened.
Mm. Why is there a handicap match? But we'll get to that later. So that happened. Then Johnny Ace goes power trip on us. Well, after Triple H does the line of the night, can you pick up your teeth with a broken hand? Walks off camera. What? What? Where did that come from?
I have not a freaking clue.
So we have that. Then Johnny Ace goes all power trip, fires JR for the 16th time. In 2
Oh, yeah,
years.
that did happen.
Yeah. JR didn't do a shoot promo like we thought would happen, but it is what it is. Why are they not disqualified?
Shut up.
So just... Oh, Triple H! Speak of the devil.
And...
Spear! Spear! Okay, back on topic. So we have JR leave. Michael Cole turns on the little brother mode, as I like to call it, where he just won't shut up and be like, go home. Go back to your room. Get off the microphone. So that happens. Then it's all blur after that. Oh yeah, Air Boom debuted their new music.
Oh my god.
And their new color scheme.
Their color scheme, which is the Miami Hurricanes color scheme of orange and green, which I've always hated with a passion.
Yeah.
Always hated.
Yeah.
No, Kelly had a forgettable match versus two squash cans.
Kelly was there?
Yeah, they had a match with a
Oh, that's right.
two
I
squash
was wondering
cans.
what that obscene screaming was.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
And Kelly, basically, here's that match. Kelly slam,
Scream.
screaming,
Backflip. Pin.
yeah, horrible backflip.
There is still stuff. Why are they all the way up there?
Shut up.
Hey, I got a camera phone.
Anyways, we're watching the end of Raw, which is weird. We'll get to this.
Yeah.
Air Boom, Mason Ryan now as a face
Batista.
versus who?
Versus Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, and David Otunga. Which is kind of weird considering that Cody Rhodes and Christian came out with them before. But
well, Christian had a match. Cody Rhodes had to cut a promo.
Mm-hmm.
And then that happened.
Yeah. I feel like maybe this is something that we should have the volume on for.
Alright. Well, now, David Otunga's character is that he's a lawyer, so he'll be able to stand with the company and saying, hey, we could sue him, we could fire him for this. Because he's got style.
Because lawyers wear bow ties.
He's got style.
I don't see Phoenix Wright with a bow tie.
He's got style because it's not about lawyers, it's about style. It's all about style, baby.
True. He's classy.
He's
David
classy.
Otunga went to Harvard.
Alright.
Dating a famous chick. So let me get this straight.
No, we're
well, no, I'm still going on this. Then, what's his name? Laurinaitis stops a good match between CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio. It was a good match.
Good.
Oh, good.
It was better for... That match can be defined by me as this. CM Punk can have a match with a couch. I hate
Alberto Del Rio is a good wrestler. He is.
I don't think so.
He is a good wrestler. He is.
I disagree with you 1,000% on that.
Like I said, he's a great wrestler. You look back at his matches with Rey Mysterio, who Rey Mysterio is still competing while he was injured, still made those matches believable and watchable. Locking out John Cena in the Hell in a Cell was awesome.
That was pretty cool, but I mean, for me, I just don't see what WWE sees in that guy.
They see an awesome wrestler. That's what they see.
I
don't know, maybe he'll grow.
And then, well, Johnny Ace brings...
Who's stopping this match?
He has made it a tag team match to bring back two guys. And I think they fucked up because how Johnny Ace was pausing...
He was pausing. He's like, music.
It was supposed to hit... So he just said the name, and then that's when the music hits.
And we're back.
And then they had a forgettable match that we just watched.
CM Punk told him to shut up and get in the ring because, like everybody else.
What ended up happening was Del Rio acted like he got a leg injury, so it turned into a handicap match with Punk versus Awesome Truth.
Mm.
And then, for some reason, Triple H came out to save.
What do you mean, for some reason?
For some reason?
He's destroying the show. That's what you do whenever the show's been taken away from you. You destroy it.
Well, why did he wait till the end of the night?
Because he hates R-Truth and Miz. Hence why he was beating the absolute crap out of him after Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, you got a point there.
So, yeah. But then we had it muted, but Dio, Bowtie, was talking with Johnny Ace.
He said something along the lines of he could get fired for this, I assume.
Yeah,
because he's playing off the character that he's a lawyer.
It makes no sense.
It makes sense because he got a Harvard grad. If you ever watched NXT,
I said
you
that he went to Harvard.
Okay, if you paid attention.
I get that, but you don't go from Nexus to I wear a bow tie.
Yeah, you do. When you finally realize that everyone cares about a storyline, which, by the way, so we got to get on that. Two things I want to talk about. When you do a storyline, people give a crap about it when you have conflicting stuff. You got,
but they did
well,
have a storyline with Nexus. Whenever John Cena was with them, they had a storyline with Dave Rotunda, but they dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, and did they really have a storyline between now and then? No, they didn't. It was John Cena versus... The big storyline that they thought they were going to carry all the way to Mania was Cena versus Rock. Here's the problem. What is The Rock going to say other than, only kids like you?
True.
Fuck! We've heard this from Edge! We've heard this, John Cena's fans as kids. We've heard this from Triple H. We heard this from Edge. It's the same shit. And what is John Cena going to say? Oh, you're an actor, and I'm a professional wrestler! Even though you're in movies.
Yeah.
Which makes you a hypocrite. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just saw the trailer for his new movie.
I don't even remember. I just said, screw this. I always kept on playing NBA inside when that was going on, because I'm like, no, I'm not watching this trailer.
Out of here.
I am not watching that. But... yeah, so we have this continuing storyline where apparently Triple H is not going down without a fight. I honestly think this is going to carry over not till after Vengeance, but till Survivor Series. With the
six-man tag match, yeah.
It's a Survivor Series match. It's 4 or 5?
It's usually 6.
No, it's 4. It's a 4 or 5. It's never been 6.
DX, Hardy Boys... Oh, you're right. 5.
It's always 5.
Yeah.
So, I think honestly what's going to happen is Johnny Ace team with, let's see here, Christian, Awesome Truth, and 2 out of the...
Dolph Ziggler / Cody Rhodes / Jack Swagger, one of those guys.
Out of all of those, depending on who doesn't have a belt.
Yeah.
Versus Cena, Punk,
Rock.
Well, they already announced Rock and Cena are going to be joining forces. So I assume this is going to be where you have Cena and The Rock, CM Punk,
John Morrison.
They pretty much said John Morrison's going to be joining their side, and I see Triple H part of this too. Because Raw ended with those 2 handshaking. Well, I said 5, so it's either going to be Triple H or Sheamus.
Yeah. Take
one or the other out, or replace John Morrison. One of those 3.
You better have Triple H / Jay. Managers. Like having them as managers.
I honestly don't see that happening though, because it's the game on. He has to wrestle on. If you're gonna put him in storyline on.
True.
Raw this week.
I shouldn't be yawning at the end of a.
It was so unforgettable.
Yeah.
It was an unforgettable Raw. And they wasted 2 weeks already. They have done more work on Zack Ryder's web show. Has done more work to promote a match on Vengeance more than any show on Raw. Maybe even on SmackDown. The only matches that have been pseudo-announced was on the shows.
Was the traditional Survivor Series match?
No.
Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes.
That's Vengeance. You said.
You're talking about for Survivor Series or Vengeance?
Vengeance. The one pay-per-view that's going to be on next week.
Cody Rhodes
you have
versus
go home pay-per-view next week.
Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Mark Henry versus Big Show. Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena.
Okay, that's the first match that was officially announced.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't announced the other two that we just mentioned.
It's gonna happen. You know. I mean, you know it's gonna happen.
And apparently Zack Ryder versus
Dolph Ziggler.
Maybe.
That depends on what they do next week.
Yeah. I mean, but they haven't said anything.
Gonna have a tag team match. You know they are.
Well, maybe with Awesome Truth because of how Johnny Ace acted. But this Raw, so goddamn unforgettable. I mean, they got to do something on SmackDown or next week's Raw for the go home week because they really haven't done any work.
Lord knows they won't do anything on NXT or Superstars.
Well, no one watches it.
Speaking of which, what's the point of giving Brutus Clay a promo video if you're not going to put him on Raw?
It's kind of like...
It's not even saying watch such and such to see Brutus Clay in action. It's just him slamming crowd shot.
Do you remember 2005? Because I don't know if you had sci-fi when I did.
I watched 2005.
So you know what I'm talking about
Yes.
right now. Remember so many weeks. I'm straight edge. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do this. I don't do that. I'm straight edge. Wrestling's my addiction. And then he went on like a vague description. Or how many tag teams have we seen this with? Alberto Del Rio's little routine whenever he was like
Sin Cara too.
With Sin Cara, everybody. It's getting you it's getting you engaged and interesting before they come out. That's the point of these.
Who it is.
Here's the problem: Brodus Clay has actually wrestled.
Yeah, like we know who he is. He's on. You know, he was with Alberto Del Rio. He was with who else? No, he was with Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah,
he ran blocker for the man until the draft.
Well, that was because he was his rookie on NXT, and then apparently they'll sign NXT rookies if they like them, if they didn't even win.
Yeah.
Shit, they liked every other rookie except Daniel Bryant one year, and they fired his ass because he used wires to choke someone. He Benoit the fuck out of someone.
Which was really stupid.
And then they brought him back during SummerSlam.
The reason why they fired him for that was because of the toy contract that they had. That was it.
And then they brought him back in SummerSlam, and then everyone else that didn't watch Ring of Honor went, "Who? What? That? The guy who was part of Nexus." And the only storyline with it was, he was Mrs. Rookie.
And he was a good guy, but then he came out and started killing people. But he's a good guy now, so it's all good.
Yeah. But really, like I said, I mean, they got to do a lot of work because I don't have no urgency to even stream Vengeance on how they're doing. All right. We've talked about 20 minutes on this Raw. You said you didn't watch SmackDown, right?
No, I didn't.
Professionals.
No, you can tell that we're truthful, you know?
Yeah.
That's what makes us professional. We're truthful. We didn't watch SmackDown.
I
was at a homecoming dance.
I was working.
Yeah.
And I'll be working this weekend, too.
So we had reasons for not missing it. So don't jump on our case and go all comment frenzy on us. We did some stuff.
Episode 1, for Christ's sakes. I mean, we just decided to do this, like, we looked at each other and like, let's do a podcast. No one else does a good one.
Yeah. Well,
Wrestling Soup does a good job.
Indeed. We like you guys.
Don and Tony and Kevin Castle, you guys are racist. Hilarious, but racist.
This is coming from the black guy, too.
I can't remember any other ones.
No.
The one that Matt keeps on playing on Botchamania. Those guys are hilarious because they're automatically on. If you make it on Botchamania, you're saying something hilarious.
Yeah. We'll get there whenever we don't get
Did you watch TNA? I heard Hogan retired. Did you watch TNA? I take a little laughter. Oh,
God, no.
Okay, I heard Hogan retired.
Oh, shit, it's Vince Russo.
Vince Russo got fired, though,
I know he got fired, but he's still there.
He's still there.
He's still there. Russo monster lives.
I've given up on... I mean, I really want to see them do well.
Is Joker still there?
Yes, he's still the Joker. God. So, I'll probably do my own reviews
They
of
killed-
TNA because
they
I
killed
love
Sting.
that show.
It's no longer Sting. I don't care what anybody says.
Ah.
It's the Joker. It's like I always say this. It's like they put him in a room, strapped him, brainwashed him with the Dark Knight, and said, "This is you. This is you. He is you. You are him. Act."
I feel like there's one last show that we watched that. Ring of Honor.
Okay, first we have to bring this on the air. We are film majors. Well, I'm still a film major.
TV.
He's
TV film.
TV. I'm more film oriented.
TV video production.
Yeah,
is the
we're
official
TV video
name.
production videographers, okay? We know crappy filming when we see it.
Dear
In Ring of Honor,
God.
you do not zoom out live.
First of all,
Your framing sucks. Your resolution sucks. Your announcer sucks. I don't know who that British guy is.
he was a former. Yeah, I don't mind him as much as I do the normal play-by-play announcer. And I feel the comments. Yes, I know he's the voice of Ring of Honor. I know this. Here's the thing.
Joey Styles is the voice of ECW.
Exactly. You can have. You have to have somebody who. You're on television.
But that's
now.
the thing, though.
He announces
We know
like
that-
on radio. He announces like he's on radio. And this is my problem with Michael Cole. This is my problem with Mike Tenay. This is my problem with every broadcast team pretty much since the 90s on except for Joey Styles.
Yeah.
And we know unless they officially say WWE and Ring of Honor is on a contract.
Which they are. But
But they haven't officially announced it. That's the
Yeah.
only reason why I don't see WWE going, "Hey, Joey, do you want to announce?" And he would say, "Maybe." I hear he says he wants to be retired. I
He
think
wants to do Superstars, which is the WWE, in my opinion, their only good program.
Yeah, you can watch it all you want.
Yeah. It's good. It's basically their indie showcase.
Yeah.
Or
So,
they don't have
but
the Usos dancing
on the
around.
rest of that show, substance. I know
Who the hell is Prince Nana?
from the embassy.
What the hell is the embassy?
Well, by that motion that the what was that guy's name?
Prince Nana.
No, the actual wrestler.
The dominant male?
The dominant male. Great nicknames, guys. The dominant male and right
leg. Because he kicks slowly.
But the dominant male, he does this little routine where he stumbles for the embassy. And when we were watching it, I looked at Jordan, I'm like, safety. Safety.
Oh,
Safety
man.
and a free kick to the other team.
Yes. I don't.
So I'm thinking the embassy is the embassy of referees. You know, they're all underneath one embassy. You know, the NFL, Major League
No.
Major League Baseball's not part of it because they got umpires. They're from a different country. NBC, NFL, NHL.
We're not
NBA.
making that. We're not making that combination there. Okay.
That's
that
the
is not
only
connected.
embassy that I know. But he doesn't pay with American money. No, he pays with gold.
It was friggin' silver. The color was silver, Ernie.
My
What
God.
kind of a quote is servants serve and rulers rule? That's why I'm a manager.
Fucking
hey,
shit.
what's the main job of a manager, Ernie? Isn't it to help your talent, the one who gets paid more than you?
They get paid the same. Well,
No.
kayfabe, they get paid actually more.
Yeah. Okay, kayfabe, they get paid actually more.
And actually, but in real, usually, I mean, they get paid the same amount if you got good wrestlers that stand up for them.
Okay, but
But
your basic job is to serve your talent so that they can win.
you know, I didn't even think about that. I just thought it was a horrible quote.
So he failed his own quote. He's a server.
Oh my god!
Prince Nana. What kind of a name is Prince Nana?
And then
What
the
was
entrance
my-
this guy had was amazing.
Oh my
Throwing
goodness.
flowers out to the ring.
Oh, because they did that. They did that in Coming to America. You remember? You remember that movie where they threw flowers wherever they went? Yeah, Prince Nana.
I want Prince Nana to face. What's that guy's name?
Coco Beware.
No.
Kamala.
No, Kamala's dead, isn't he?
Oh God, no. Only in our dreams. Only in our dreams. Oh God, it's Mark Henry.
They're showing a commercial in Vengeance on USA for Xfinity, and this is like the only thing they've been showing is Mark Henry.
By the way, big shout out. I love Botchamania, the new one that came out. With Big Show's too fat to climb up the ladder, but Mark Henry can climb up with Evan Bourne.
With Evan Bourne!
He's fat!
But,
I love it.
No, what was that? Apollo Creed?
Apollo Creed.
Coming to America!
They didn't have an African song. And this dude...
No, I'm talking about that entrance he had on Rocky IV.
Is that the one he died on?
Yeah, that's the one that he died because of Von Vogt.
And
the ring raises up, and like Draco's in the ring, and he's getting all pissed up because freaking Apollo Creed's dancing.
He's dancing around him with sparklers, and Uncle Tom hat just going crazy.
James Brown is singing "Coming to America" in his ridiculous garb and stuff. I want that entrance.
Yes.
I want him. I want him.
He needs to come out on a freaking
I want Apollo
elephant.
Creed. Apollo Creed versus
Prince Nana needs to come out on an elephant.
Prince Sully.
Prince Sully.
Because that was the only thing I was thinking of. I was thinking, this is the Sultan from Aladdin.
Yes.
That's who he's playing.
Yes.
The Sultan from Aladdin.
But he's from Africa.
If you mix in a little Jafar in him, just about that. But not the badass part about Jafar.
Yes. Oh, dear God.
Just that little, like, he adds evilness to every little word.
He wasn't Jafar. He was punk Jafar in the beginning of the movie.
But, like, a little evil word, like, just adding just that little thing. But he's just reminding me of, fucking shit, you're a Disney movie. What the fuck are you doing in Ring of Honor? What the fuck?
Well, I'm sorry. Ring of Honor, they're trying to go the whole TV route. They're trying to do what they think fans will want, and what they don't realize is that what fans want is what they have been doing for years. Keep what you've done before. Don't try to branch out into other people's format.
Not only that, I think this is a part of, they're trying to mix both. You are known as the best wrestling company right now. When people say the words Ring of Honor, they always say they have the best wrestling.
Keyword.
Wrestling. I know they're the one company that doesn't have wrestling in their name. And yet
WWE is sports entertainment.
TNA, Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, no.
I have no idea what the hell that is. Ring of Honor is the only one that you address by that name. It has no wrestling in it, and yet they're known for fucking wrestling. The problem is there's a huge difference between house show and live. And that's what basically Ring of Honor has done for how many years now?
A bunch.
They had their HD net TV deal.
That's not HD. That's not HD.
No, that's the network they were on. The network they were on.
Yeah.
But then they were on that. Yeah. But they basically just continued what they were doing.
Don't get me wrong. The heavyweight championship match between what was his name?
The guys who they did last time.
The Wolf guy and the one who had the memorable quote. Having a championship, it's like having sex. It's like even better than sex with me. Not really. So which we kept rewinding, like, wait, what did he just say?
All I heard was having sex with me, not really. And I was like, I don't care. What? I don't care. What? I don't care.
What?
I would eat my Subway and be happy.
Oh, God.
So
today's episode is sponsored by
Subway and what? Lay's?
Subway, Gatorade,
Airwick,
Airwick, PS3.
The NBA was going to lock out.
NBA 09, Comcast USA, Sparta.
When I do videos, I'm going to show this, and I'll tell that story later. But there's no content to that. All right, man. So let's talk. Let's give final thoughts on this episode.
Which one, Ring of Honor or Raw?
This episode we're doing of this show.
Our final thoughts.
You want me to go first or you?
I would love for you to go first.
For the love of God, Ring of Honor. Understand that there is a difference between televised wrestling and house shows. I know that you guys do good when you have random matches, and I know Ring of Honor fans are going to go apeshit if you do storylines. Here's the thing. You have to make people... You're going to have your Ring of Honor fans no matter what. They're going to be loyal to you no matter what. You're trying to get a new audience. I see what you're trying to do. But you're not going far enough. You need to go further with this, guys. With those inside Impact or inside Ring of Honor, you need to highlight more. If you're going to do it, you need to explain what makes you guys different than the big boys. Because right now, I know what you guys are trying to do. You're trying to take down TNA. That's what you're doing. You're not going up against WWE. You're not even really going to... Even Jim Cornette said, we're not trying to be number 2 or 3. But you can be if you actually got your act together. So, that's my thing. And Russell, you don't... Either decide... And just... If you're going to do these inside things, have your announcers explain what the hell is going on. Having a good announcer goes so far. Yes, I know, you want him to announce what's actually going on in the ring, but you need to... What made Joey Styles so good, and what made, I'll even say JR, why so many people liked him, is that he's explaining why they're fighting and what's going on in the ring. You need someone to do that. I know he's been your longtime voice, but there's a big change. You guys are talking about change. You've changed your logo. You've changed the inside of the ring look. You've changed just about everything. You got to go a little bit more further. And that's my thoughts on Ring of Honor. My thoughts on WWE. Fumble! You guys are running the ball so well. CM Punk can't keep on picking up this ball from the ground. If you keep running the ball with the same running back, he's eventually going to get injured. You need a short down yard back. And you had it with this storyline of this whole WWE, the wrestlers versus Triple H. If you would have continued it with having the faces be like, you know what? We're not coming back to work with you, Johnny A. Screw you. I would be okay with a storyline-driven show with a bunch of heels facing off against each other. And then you jump them in the parking lot. I would be okay with that. Or if you're going to bring everyone back, you're going to say, okay, this is why you should buy Vengeance. And Mark Henry's not an answer. Fuck Mark Henry. I'm sorry, he's not the answer for me. I know he's their big poster boy you're using for this show. Fuck off. You need something more than him. So... And not putting CM Punk in the title match, we know what the storyline's continuing with. Johnny Ace hates CM Punk. So, that's my thoughts on Raw. That's my thoughts on Ring of Honor. Jordan, take us home. You get the call to go home.
Oh boy.
You get to hit the finisher.
Fun time. Dear Raw, you started off good. To quote on Ernie, you fumbled. Big time. You guys have the Bruce Arians effect. Run the ball to the right. Run the ball to the right. Hey, let's run the ball to the right. They won't expect it a third time. CM Punk can't keep doing this. He's not going to keep doing this. Give him something good to run on. Maybe he will keep it up, and you won't have to worry about burning him out. He gets injured, your entire show's done. Just a thought. Ring of Honor. Ernie has already covered the stuff that we need for the wrestling, and that I agree with him on all points. Technically wise, stop filming like you're shooting a web show. If you have an HD contract, shoot in HD. Fix your lighting. And for God's sakes, I know you're not live. I know it. We can tell that it's not live. Why aren't you guys cutting your stuff? It's not hard.
Oh my God, there were so many times they were cutting to the
It's
managers.
Not hard. They were cutting to the managers whenever a person's doing a move.
And it's okay to cut to a manager if you're going to if there's like dead period between the time.
Exactly. And stop doing this whole, we may run out of time, but if we do, we're going to have it start up next week. If you do that too many times, people are going to lose interest. That's not coming. I'm coming. Trust me, I'm a hardcore wrestling fan. You know, I'm trying to think of it this way as a person who just switched the channel and saw this on here. He's trying to get into wrestling. Okay, they're going to get bored with that. So stick to your guns with what got you to the show. Keep your focus on your wrestling until you guys get some talent with promo skills. Okay?
And we know you're not focusing on that, but you guys do.
We know you're not focusing, but still, you gotta try. Once you step on the TV, you have to try. Get an announcer. I know you guys are gonna go crazy because we're like, oh, he's the voice of Ring of Honor. We get that. Unfortunately, he does not do a good job of telling the story. His main thing is go on the camera, call somebody a wanker, go tell us about the next match. That's it.
You were talking about the color guy.
Yeah.
I don't mind him as much. But
well, even
again,
him, even their regular announcers.
Their regular announcer, God, he sucks.
They do the same thing.
But he sucks. I'm not going to get on so much on the color commentator because here's the thing. He literally just got on TV when they just started. So I'm not going to get on his case. And I think he's okay. I don't think he's great, but he just started. So I'm not going to jump down on his throat quite yet. You are willing to. I'm not.
I demand perfection.
So.
And yeah, now WWE, please do something about Kelly Kelly. I can't stand her. I really can't. This whole, is she a heel? Is she a face? Nobody knows. She screams, she loses her stuff, and then she hugs people. She's turning into a female R-Truth.
No, because R-Truth is actually entertaining to watch.
I've had enough. What's up? Oh, dear God. And please, if you guys can, whenever you comment, let us know about this Cody Rhodes, Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, Christian thing. We don't know if this just was tonight that happened or if they're actually becoming a faction.
And read the other comments before you post it on there. I don't want to get 5,000 comments. I'll be lucky if we get 5,000 comments because I don't want about 20,000 or about 20 comments on the same one say blah 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 blah, yes or no. We will read all of them. If I see information on there and I keep on seeing them, I'm going to be like, Jesus Christ, read! It's the first episode, for Christ's sakes, too. We're probably going to have like 5 people watch this.
Probably. You know what? For those 5 people, give us an idea.
Yeah.
Give us a topic to talk about. If you guys think of something that you would want us to discuss, hey, we're all about interaction.
Yeah, we're all about that. And I'm willing to go back and watch the other DVDs and talk about that.
Indeed, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm willing to do that. So this has been it. I hope next week's Raw is going to be better. I feel like next week we're going to end up having like a marathon going into the shows now. All right, we're done. See you guys next week.
See you guys.